I just before we get started, this is going to be completely informal. It's going to be interactive. So if spirit still moves you, ask a question, interrupt. You don't have to wait till the end. Um, and also, if we're going through things, if you want to start deleting right away, please do. I will not hold it against you because sometimes the hardest thing is just to find the time. So if you have the time to start doing it, you know. So let's get started by Welker. This is me, Assistant Archivist for Records, as Sam mentioned. I have my CRA, so I'm a Certified Records Analyst. One more test, and I'll be a Certified Records Manager. I've been with Dartmouth since 2018, and as Sam said, I ensure the institution is in compliance with regulatory environment for records, right? IRS, FERPA. And then also a huge one to Dartmouth is preserving its history, which is why the archives, why we're together, history. Very important for Dartmouth. So let's get started. We're going to talk about what digital decluttering is, why it's important. We're going to talk about digital storage options and capacity. And then we're going to talk about some ways to figure out capacity guidelines, what you need. And then the best part is we're going to start talking about what you can start deleting right away, right? Based on, your phone, your email, your files, right? So we're going through that all together. All right. Woo. All right. So digital decluttering, as you see, it's just getting rid of things you don't need, things that pile up that you lose sight of because, again, in the digital world, it's not right in front of you like a closet or a junk drawer. So out of sight, out of mind. So digital decluttering is kind of focusing on getting rid of those things and organizing things, right? And then why is it important? Well, you're going to save time when you actually do need to find something, less stress, right? Because you're not getting messages saying your storage is about to be, full, right? We won't get those messages. Improve security, right? So there are going to be emails, there's going to be sensitive information, get rid of them. That way, if there is a situation, you're not as concerned if someone's hacking into you. Saving money, again, probably don't need to buy that extra storage, right? So or before you do, how about we clean out first then you can see how much you will need, right? So things like that, right? So digital storage options. So internal hard drives, that's what's in your computer or your laptop, right? It's magnetic, so they're moving parts, which again, you see the benefit. Solid state, which is what our phones have, which is what our tablets have. It's like electronic, no moving parts. And those are your flash drives. That's a solid state. What else? Oh, those little cards, little SD cards, little micro flash cards that you would put in a digital camera. That's solid state as well. And then you have external drives, which is a hard drive that's outside, usually like a little brick, right? Good for backing things up. So those are the options. And again, each kind of option has its range for how much you can store, right? And then where else do we want things? The cloud, right? Again, talk about out of sight, out of mind. It's again, that's your Google, your Dropbox, OneDrive. There's some other options, but that's where the information is hosted on like a third-party server. So it's up there, and you pay someone to store it for you, right? And it's accessible everywhere, right? As long as you have the means to get that information, your phone, your laptop, when you're traveling in an internet cafe, you can always get that information. So that's why it's popular. And again, there's pros and cons to all of this, right? You can easily lose solid state, right? It's a thumb drive, it's a little card easily lost. The same with external hard drives. And that's one of the benefits of cloud storage. It's not something you can necessarily lose, but there's a cost associated. Usually like a subscription. And there's always data privacy concerns when you're giving your information to a third party to handle. There can always be breaches. And of course, you need the internet. So there's just some back and forth. I would suggest a hybrid approach, right? So having, sometimes as a rule of thumb, I have a friend at the MedLib, the new biomed libraries, who say here, near, and there, right? You want something, you can store it here, right? On your machine, there, maybe here, nearby, maybe on like an external hard drive, and then there could be the cloud storage, right? So that's a bit intense and usually for like research, but always think of having having a second option or hybrid. So yes, using your phone, but maybe having the cloud too, or maybe if it's things that are really important to you that you want to have long term, have it on an external hard drive, right? Just don't lose it, right? Document where you put it. And then you can see some of the, how you consider what are you storing, right? So if it's documents and emails, that's not a lot. That they don't take up a lot of space. What does? Your videos and your photos. So you can, or if you're a gamer, right? Because games, they take up the apps and they take up all types of storage. So if you're a gamer, you're going to want a lot of storage. If you're just doing some photos or videos, not as much. And again, you can kind of calculate based on this, kind of how much you're thinking of. But I would say do that after you clean up what you already have. So that we get an accurate kind of assessment. Because a lot of times you don't need to buy storage if you just get rid of things, right? So now that's where the fun part comes in. Now I'm gonna share some practical, straightforward things you can start doing right now. I see some folks brought their laptops and they have their phones. So first, we're gonna talk about your phone. Delete apps that you don't use anymore. We all start deleting apps because we're shopping online. They're like, use the app, right? Then we never use the app. That's taking up storage. So easily go delete that app. What else? Oh, we all take 1,000,001 photos, especially if we have pets. That's where if you find the time, say you're waiting in line for a coffee or you're at the dentist waiting, pick up that phone, start deleting those pictures, right? I mean, we don't need 30 billion or at least 30 billion of the same one. And some photos aren't that great. I think that's a judgment call, right? So someone's eyes are closed, get rid of that eyes closed picture, right? Or the million. So that's an easy one. Also, on this new phone, I went from an 8 to a 15. I take screenshots so much that I don't know I'm doing it. So those accidental screenshots, that's an easy one to delete from your photo reel too. Oh, yes, closing apps in your internet because again, those things are still up and running. They're still eating up your storage. What else? Oh yeah, delete the things you down. So if it's on your computer, it can be on your phone and just delete it, right? There's going to be, if we think of your messages, your text messages, that's eating up a lot of storage. So go and clean out those, right? And sometimes I know I'm not an Android person. I'm an iPhone gal. I'm an Apple gal. But if you go into your storage under settings, it can give you hints like turn on the feature that says clean up old conversations. So if it's a very old conversation, it'll clean it out for you. So there are options already built into some of our devices that can help with that. So again, the message is clean out your contact list. Again, these like little things that you can do when again you're waiting for your coffee or at the doctor, you're on the Dartmouth coach, whatever. Just start chipping away at it. Right? Yeah. So that's the phone again. Now we got email. Yikes. I think the biggest thing for the email is to unsubscribe. Everyone gets their emails and you're getting all these blasts from these companies. And if you scroll to the bottom, usually in small print, there's a link that says unsubscribe. That's the easiest way to stop getting those emails permanently, right? So unsubscribe. Does it take some time? Yes. But again, you're waiting in line. What else? Obviously, just going in and deleting things. Sometimes if you're, rule, I like to say if it's older than a year, some people that's a little, but 3 years. If it's older than 3 years, just get rid of it, delete it. Because if you haven't needed a use to find it, you're probably not going to, right? So ask those questions like, have I used this recently? This is from, 2015. No, delete. And then save the ones you need, clean up your inbox. You can create labels, filters, tags, right? So you get newsletters. Do we need the newsletter? Probably not. Delete it, right? Or build rules. In some email applications, you can create rules that say anything from this sender or with this subject line, put it in a folder. And then, it goes straight there. You can look at that folder. If it's nothing you want, just delete or empty the whole folder, right? So things like that. And if it's something that I think means a lot to you, that's an email, I would say get it out of email and put it in your cloud storage, right? If it's something that you want to make sure you have access to and it's safe or it's a good correspondence, long-term storage is not email, right? It's not as secure as say like your cloud, right? So if it's an important email, take it out. You can save it as a PDF or export it. Yes, my love.
We have a question.
Okay, ready.
Rachel would love to know what's an easy way to delete thousands of emails without going page by page.
Oh, I don't understand. I, huh. I think, well, obviously, I think on the Gmail you can hit the button, but that is only by the page. Good question. I don't know in the sense of, oh, see, that's tricky because it depends on the service, right? And what they allow you to do. So if you can click, like sometimes there's a select all and then delete all, or if sometimes it's easier if it's in a folder. So if you put emails into a folder, you can empty the folder. So that may be helpful. Also, if it's a particular, if you are looking to delete a certain thing. So say I'll just say promotion from Bath and Body Works. Type in Bath and Body Works, all of them will pop up, select all, delete. That could be an easy way too. It's just a lot of it depends on, your provider and what the options are through that service to do it. Unfortunately, I don't think there's like one silver bullet to be like, boom, everything's gone. Unless, yeah. Yes.
Well, can you do it? Could you do it by date then? Like
any type of
less than
filter.
2017.
Yeah, any type of filter to like bring it down. Yeah, definitely. To do
Yeah,
that
I don't
way.
know where to find those things though.
Oh,
I mean, I understand the principles.
yeah.
Where the heck is it?
Oh yeah. Good question. We can go over some of that. I'd have to show you. I don't have any
Okay.
kind of screenshots, but we could do that. Does that answer your question, friend? Hopefully,
I think
friend.
we can see. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. There's just no easy way. It's all you have to chip away at it. It's a process. It's a process, not a project, right? It's like an ongoing thing. Um, yeah. Oh, and then emails that have attachments obviously eat up more of your storage space too. So going through and you can see usually the ones that have attachment have like a little paper clip on it. So that's an easy one. You see the paper clip, you can start deleting. Okay, your computer, and again, this is similar to like if you have a tablet, empty the trash. A lot of things we delete, but it's not really deleted. It's in the little waste bin. So you want to click on that waste bin and empty that. That way, it's completely removed from your desktop. Or yeah. And then your downloads. We download everything, and we always forget that it stays there. So just going and deleting all your downloads can open up a lot of space too, because usually after you download something, it goes somewhere else, right? So is that making sense? Like, am I making sense? Thank you.
I call the download folder where files go to die.
Yeah, they just kind of live there and you forget about it. So you'll have things from months, years ago, but you never actively use it anymore, but it's still there because you downloaded it. And then in part of, decluttering is not just deleting things, which is my favorite part. I love throwing things away and deleting them, but it's also organization. So if we look at, yikes, what are you looking for? We don't know. So creating folders and grouping things together, right, to make it easier to find something. Because if you're just looking at a screen to see where something is, it makes it a lot more challenging. So organizing things, grouping things together, easy peasy. And usually when you're doing that process, that's when you can also start deleting. Because like, why do I have that? Right? Always ask. It's always those questions, right? Like, why do I have this? Or why do I have 3 of these? Right? So we want to focus on getting rid of the easy stuff, the rot, right? So redundant stuff, like all the duplicates and the versions of something. Like we downloaded something 4 times because we forgot we downloaded it the first time, right? The obsolete stuff, the stuff that is from 2008 that we don't need anymore. We haven't opened, but it's still there. And also the trivial stuff, the stuff that makes you question why I have this. I don't know. And if your answer is I don't know, just get rid of it, right? And unless you are able to, trigger a memory of why you did that. And then again, deleting and uninstalling unused programs and apps. Again, anything you download as a program, as an app, if you're not using, get rid of it because again, it's eating up storage space. And then files. So I think the biggest thing here is knowing where things are. And And in documenting that and having a good system, right? Just like you have a file cabinet, right? You know where things are, it's alphabetical. You do that with your digital files. Again, making that hierarchy where this is where I keep my financial documents, right? And then within that, create a subfolder for the year. So, you know, I'm looking for my 2013 tax return. I know to go to financials, tax returns 2013, right? How that hierarchy makes it, and it's logical to your brain, right? Like if I'm looking for something, and again, make it logical to your brain, not necessarily, but you know, however you find things is how you want to make your filing system. Um, and again, deleting old versions, old files that rot. Oh, this is a big thing, is making it clear and understandable and thinking about the future you. Like ask yourself, will future me know what this is? Right? If you name some, because a lot of us, you name it in the heat of the moment, and then probably, you know, time goes by and you're like, I don't know what that means. And then you have to open it, right? So if you make it clear, make it consistent, you know, sticking to, you know, tax 2013 instead of Vi's fun things or something, right? Make it associated to the purpose of the subject, not just something you like. And then yes, backing up files. So if it's important, you want to make sure you back it up to either a cloud or a store. This is what we talked about earlier about the here, there, and there, like making sure if it's important that it's in more than one location, right? Because something happens to you, lose that external hard drive, or yes, my friend.
Do you know if photos are in iCloud?
Yeah.
Because you can get them on different devices.
Correct.
Then if you back up to a hard drive, do you also get the photos or are they in a separate thing?
So you back up your
I have like an external hard drive, so if I do a backup.
Yeah.
Do all the photos go or do they stay in iPhoto and
They would stay because you're not transferring them to it.
Well, I don't know when, I don't know what gets
So you use
transferred.
a time machine to back up? Are you on a Mac or a PC?
Mac. Yeah, it is a time machine.
So depending on your settings of the time machine, it might be backing up your photos as well.
What's LeClay?
That's probably the brand of your external hard drive.
Okay, is
They
that
probably
time
have a
machine?
program.
Is
No,
time
time
machine?
machine's the built-in backup on Macs.
I used to see that, but I don't see it anymore. Anyway, okay.
Oh,
There's a
it's Mac specific. Well, we can dig into that later. Yeah, so files, having some organization, deleting things. And then photos, right? Again, syncing, which we do, right? Syncing your phone to the cloud to back it up as well. And then again, this is where we have that time in the line waiting for our coffee. Start deleting duplicates and poor quality photos, right? You have to make that judgment call, which I know for some folks that's hard. I'm looking at you, Mike Welker. But you know, it's a beautiful sunset that's but you only need maybe one of that sunset and not 5 of those sunsets. Because again, it's eating up your storage and it's going to start eating up your costs. And again, if you're looking for, it can just be tricky. So I like that. If it doesn't invoke a memory, very true. So, and then again, backing them up like it sounds you do to the, hopefully it's going to both, we'll see, the cloud in your hard drive. And that, I am kind of at the end of the road here, folks. So I think I breezed through that, probably talked a lot fast and jumbly. So yes, questions now more, or I can, yeah, start deleting things. If you have an iPhone, I can show you things there, or how do we want to take this, friends?
Can you demonstrate how to take a series of emails and to mark them all?
Oh, I know, probably. I do have
For deletion or for filing.
oh. So like we're in I'm sorry, like so selecting like a whole bunch of email because I have Gmail. So that where I have Outlook, I have my, let's do Gmail because I feel like most folks do Gmail as opposed to Outlook, which is Woo, look at that.
So how many?
So, well, see, this is the thing with it's by page. So this is only 50. But if we look.
Good for you.
But no, that's of 399.
That's still nothing.
So I do go through, and do an easy delete. So we can select all, and then we would delete them all.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. However, yeah. So here I would start to, like, a lot of what we have, I don't like. Crown and Paw. Well, my dogs have recently passed, but I wanted to do pictures. So now I'm getting countless emails from these folks. So here at the bottom, I click on unsubscribe, and that's my email, and I say, yes, unsubscribe. And then I'm successfully unsubscribed, and then I'll delete this, and then hopefully I should never get any more of those. And then there are things like, so they're over here, you have your tags and your special folders that you can do. So, or labels, that's what I've created. So where's one? Oh wait, I know I need to. Okay, so here's like an email from my dad. So like I will put this in family, right? So it's simple things like that. So I have various labels, family, I'm on the board for Windsor Public Library, so this is library stuff. So things like that to make it easier to clean out. Whoops. See that? So yeah, and then again, out here when we saw, you can, if it'll just show us all the red ones. Okay, so it's selecting all these. So these are all in red, except for those. So if I wanted to delete all the unreads, I could just do that. So there are different filters to make it easier as well. So all the red ones, but again, this is something I need to go through. Maybe if I go, so if I'm going to be brave and toggle, and this is going to make me nervous, but okay, here's the list. So I'm just going to select them all. That's 47, as you can see, in primary, and I can just easily delete them all. Woo, right? And then again, we delete something, that it's almost the, oops, not really, because there's always a backup, which is the trash box. Now, if we see, it goes from one. So that way, if you think, oh, I deleted it, oopsie, I don't want to, go to look in your trash folder, right? And then if we really, really want to get rid of it, it's when we, select all and delete forever. Yikes. And then that's the same, and it might take a while. But also again on your machine. Sorry. Wow. So if we look, I like to trick myself by hiding my icons, but where are they? They're not showing up, but I promise I do have some.
Where's that picture?
This is in Turkey and Cappadocia. Anyway, I was trying to find, I had to hit show desktop icons. Sorry, folks. There they are. So I'm not critical either, but I like to hide it. But the recycle bins, whenever we say we delete something, it really, again, takes a little more work. So, you can see a lot of downloads and a lot of, it looks like images. So I need to hide the floating, hide floating. Oh, and then I need to hide this, sorry. All right, so we can see there's a lot. What we want to do is empty a recycle bin, and then it's permanently gone from our machines. And I'm going to do it. And it asks again, just in case. Oh, and look at all that. Look at all that progress. That's another thing I like. You can just see the progress and see it open up. I had 4,928 things. So we're in there. Yes, my love.
Two things on Zoom. One is, yes. How do you sync pictures on both phone and computer. I think that would probably depend on.
Yeah, the
Phone.
machine, yeah, some of this is unfortunately based on, it's proprietary, right? So if it's gonna be different from your Mac versus your Windows or your Android and your app, your phone, or your
Hmm.
iPhone. Um, yeah, that's a tricky one. Sorry, now I have to.
So like maybe how would you do it to an iPhone to your Mac?
Oh.
Is that,
So usually,
To
so
sync
again,
those
that's
two?
very specific. Boy, and again, you would go into your, ooh, in a minute. You would go into your settings. Boy, right, Mike, you may know this better because I don't. Uh, You would go into your settings and Mike, are you knowing what I'm?
Do you have a, you have an iPhone?
yeah,
So if you go into,
Isn't
I was
it
just trying to help the question, but yeah,
Storage.
so I have an iPhone. And
iPhone storage?
yep, so if you, let's
Sorry, it's very specific.
see here. Settings,
It is.
scroll back up to the top a little bit. Yep, so right at the top there,
Okay.
you click your name there.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, and there, yeah.
I don't do the cloud. right?
Okay.
Say of your Apple account, yeah.
Yes, if you, yeah, so
Yeah.
if you, would there be some additional
Oh, okay.
options there just to kind of show you that, but that would be the way to
Okay.
back it
Yep.
up. Yeah, and I don't have an Android, but it would be somewhat similar
Okay.
too,
Yeah, so go into your settings, your Apple account, and then say like iCloud, and then
And would you have to do it on both your phone and your desktop? Like your Mac or your laptop or
I,
is it
I
just?
do remember,
here?
we haven't had a Mac in
Yeah,
a while.
I unfortunately can't speak
Do it on
very.
your like Apple ID and it
Yeah,
recognizes.
yeah, oh,
Okay.
yes, yeah,
It's the
yeah,
same.
yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Oh, and since we're talking about deleting, also, again, if you have something similar, you go to your downloads. And see, mine is very small because this is something I do. Am I okay deleting all of these? So that's the thing I ask. What is this? Easy delete. I created a image that I will not be using, so easy peasy. Delete that. So anyway, yeah. So just remembering to go in and deleting your downloads. Yes, Mike. I'm
If you still have your Gmail window still open, I know they were asking a little bit about like maybe some different filters by date to then
Yeah.
select. And so yeah, so the filters are up there if you wanted to demo some of that.
Well, this is in the trash bucket.
Well, yeah, but the same rules would apply,
Yeah.
right? And like anywhere or any folder.
Yeah. Oh, look at all. See, yeah, this is all, again, you could just spend time
Oh, so you're saying at the top.
Yeah, so
From and
right
anytime.
here.
yeah,
So
at the
this,
top if you wanted to select a
you-
date
oh,
range or something
right
like that.
there.
Yeah.
so this, that little, and you can grade, that's the size. So date within a day, or you can pick a date. So this is where you kind of filter down. And again, that is, how do we get out of that? It would, Columbia. And again, it's that little filtery looking icon right here. And again, there you can, again, the size of the email has the words, the texture. Within a year, is that today? That's today. And we're such all mail. Ooh, that is, so it comes up with 1 through 50 of many.
Many.
Thousands, as I recall.
Just many.
So, and again, that's an easy, and I would, yeah, look at, oh, Capstone, okay. So yeah, and an easy way with Google, and again, you go to these promotions, because again, Google now like chunks it out. I just really can select all promotions, because again, and there's gonna be, oh my God, 34,000 y'all. Sorry, I don't, I do my work email better than, anyway, I could spend a lot of time going through here. But again, and I think it's just making time for it. And again, just chipping away, going to, like, I will say it again, going to the dentist, you're waiting for the dentist, open your photos and just start deleting them, right? Or your messages, because again, if you have an iPhone, you can go to your settings and then go to general and then iPhone storage. And that's where you can see at the top, it'll show you, you know, most come with 256 gigs, right? And it'll show you how much you're using and then where it all is. So for me, most of my are applications, so all the little apps I have, or messages. So the text messages is, you know, you can easily go in and start deleting those, which is helpful at times. And then,
So,
yeah,
so Ryan,
yeah,
if you, let's say example, if you had your one promotion.
Yeah.
And you wanted to get rid of all of the old Navy promotions that have come through over time.
Yeah.
So how would you go about identifying all of your old Navy promotions and getting rid of them?
So I put in, so we already were on promotions, then I put in Old Navy. And then I select all right there and delete. And they're still there because I have multiple pages. So, because the way Gmail works, you know, it only shows you 1 of 50 per page. And I haven't gone away, but I haven't really dug too hard into Gmail because again, it's not what my employer uses, so I haven't really dug in. I can tell you about Outlook, but not so much about Gmail. But again, typing in Old Navy, select all, delete, and it's gonna keep cycling through. Mike, do you know of a way to do more than that?
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think there's an easier way. And if there is, please share.
The easier way is to not let it accumulate to 20,000 emails.
Yeah, unsubscribe. I mean, obviously unsubscribe.
It's already done.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
No, you have to, and it's, yeah,
And
it's
then
pretty easy to go
fine.
through page by page, but yeah, you just have to.
And again, I mean, I think to
Or you might be able to.
put pressure on, you know, to start clotting the wound would be the unsubscribe.
V,
Yeah,
I think there is a way. In my Gmail, I was searching for New England 511 because I like to get travel alert to like the weather's bad or this road is crap or there's construction on the way. And when I did a search for it, I did the same thing you did in promote. Well, it was alerts,
yeah,
a different tab. But anyway, I did New England 511. I chose at the top, you know, that same bar where you do, you know, you select all 50,
Mhm.
that little check mark.
Yeah.
And then it said all 50 conversations on this page are selected, but then next to it, it says select all conversations that match this search.
wait, so here? I don't get the.
I don't get that. Okay, I got that.
Oh, I don't have
But
that
I
option.
Well, it's worth a shot. If you just click, I didn't click all, I just literally
Yeah,
just
all.
clicked in the box itself.
And then delete. I bet it would.
No, okay, well, it might work for some people because it worked for me.
Yeah.
And then I could do select all conversations that match the search, and that says all conversations in this search are selected, and then I hit delete. And it goes, it said confirm bulk action, and I said, okay, and then they all go away.
Oh, maybe because it's I'm under promotions and not really email. I mean, that sounds silly, but
Right.
oh, what is something I'm comfortable with deleting all of right now?
I thought I just mentioned it in case somebody knows, like, I have too many emails from Washington Post or New York Times or whoever.
Okay, so. Is there?
Because now when I search for it, nothing comes up. Like it all went away.
Yeah, I don't have that. You must be a lucky one. I don't have that.
I'm so sorry.
I know.
Well, people on, well, it might work for
Yeah,
other
see,
people.
I thought yeah, I think you hit delete. She selected all and then hit delete, I think.
Yes.
It's showing all the things.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm not the only one who's not playing.
Huh. Well, if you're lucky like Megan, if you're lucky like me, I hope it helps somebody.
Yes, Megan, yes. Any other questions? Yes, my love.
This is just a general question.
Okay.
So I know there's a difference between the Gmail little app
Yes.
and going
Yeah.
in. But is there a way, it's so much easier to just like hit the icon than to type in gmail.com.
Yeah.
Is there like an icon for getting into the actual Gmail? As opposed to the app Gmail, because I know it's different.
So accessing Gmail on like a machine, like your laptop or something.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
or on the phone. I don't-
So it would be like downloading the app.
But well, I have this app, but like, I've had problems, certain people have an old email and you can't access it through the app. You have to be in your Gmail account.
So Safari, you go through Safari to get into Gmail.
Chrome probably.
Well, that's that right there. That's.
Yeah, I know, but to not have to type in gmail.com as opposed to tapping on the,
Oh, yeah, so, cause I have it, you would download, you can download the Gmail app on your phone.
okay, and that's different than what this little envelope thing is?
Probably that, if you have Apple, it's probably the Apple email.
You have an iPhone?
Yeah.
So you can use that, but it would be different than the actual Gmail app. So Apple
Right.
has that mail where you can add as many emails as you want. It's all under there. The Gmail app would give you some more features that the
Yeah, it would just be
Just-
like clicking on
yeah.
an icon, so I have,
Yeah, is that in the App Store then?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Didn't know that.
I tried to do it and it didn't have just a straight Gmail app. It had Gmail like or something. This is just the original stuff.
at least online.
And why would you use it?
But I also use
I
it
wouldn't
too, and
use
I know that.
Archivist it just stores it for longer, period of time. They can't, yeah, so
No.
yes, it's just a longer term storage option where you would put it there and it protects some,
But that's what.
you know, when you search, usually if you search for something, it won't pull up the archive stuff because they don't like, whoopsie, we don't get rid of it. So it's just a longer term storage situation. Yeah.
But you wouldn't recommend.
I don't, because I think if it's something really important and you wanna keep it for long term, I would take it out of your email and put it in, a cloud storage situation, like if you're using, Google, you would put it in your Google Drive. If you're using like Microsoft, it could be your OneDrive, just because those are they're safer and they are built for long-term storage more so than your email. Like email, anyone can get into and hack your email, and it's just a mess when you try to find things as well. So if you want to be on the safe side, take it out of your email and put it in your other cloud storage, like your Drive, OneDrive. Does that make sense? Yeah, because again, especially if I don't know, if it's really important, take it out of your email and put it in a file storage. Is what I recommend, but I think a lot of this is not my place to judge. I think I give some best practices, but it's whatever works for you. So, if you want to keep it in your email forever, keep it in your email forever. Again, it's what you're comfortable with. I think it just makes life easier by deleting things or putting them in certain folders or taking it out of your email and putting it somewhere else. But again, no judgment. But it's easiest and best for you because you're the ones using the information, accessing it. So, whoa, there's my email. Yikes. Yeah. Any other questions? It can be about technology. It could be about records. Apologies, I don't have a thorough working understanding of various Mac things. And I'm not necessarily a tutorial for how to use my iPhone ever. So,
Still better than me.
well, thank you. Yeah.
No joke.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you talk about, obviously you talked about a filing cabinet, which is also a digital filing cabinet. In terms of like folder structures, folder, subfolder, what's a good rule of thumb for hierarchy? Like obviously you wouldn't want something that has 5 and 6 subfolders, right? Like what would you recommend to people? I know it's kind of personal preference, but I think
Yeah. Well, I think before we get to a folder, do you need a folder? Usually if you have 3 or more like documents that are like similar, put it in a folder, right? Wait, so yeah, it's a personal preference. I wouldn't go past like 5, but again, it depends on what you're working with too, right? So you have your general categories. We'll say finance, right? So all your financial documents. How are you going to group them out? Again, you could do it by year, right? Or it might be easier, again, how you look for things by the type. So if it's like a tax return versus like a mortgage payment or something. So maybe, you have your tax information, you have your mortgage payments, and then, other ones, I can't think of other financial documents right now.
Insurance.
And then or insurance, yeah. And then within those folders, maybe break it down by year. I mean, you don't want to go crazy. I would say broad. And again, whatever would make sense to your brain and how you find information is the way you want to do it. Yeah.
Where would you keep the folders? On your desktop or in documents?
You can do both. So like, I mean, obviously if you have your machine, you want to keep it on your machine, whether it's your Mac or this. I do have some on my desktop here. Oh, don't look at that. That's, again, do as I say, not as I do. But I don't keep as much there, but you would have your hierarchy here on your machine, which I don't, or I can show you my oh wait, or on my Google Drive, which is more beautiful, right? So we have, okay, I'll show you my work share drive because it's prettier, right? So I have these folders, and then we have documents within them. So again, it's whether it's on your machine or in your cloud storage, your Dropbox or your Google, you can have the same, create a new folder, right? And then within there, you can do your subfolders. And the same, I mean, it's kind of the same kind of structure, directory structure, for your cloud storage, your machine, your email. Email's the same way, where you can build those folders and subfolders as well. Because it's a way to locate information. When we create those directory structures, it's to find information, to group it, to find it. And again, what's logical with your brain is how you want to do it. So, trying to think still my work stuff. So yeah, like having my de-accession reports, policies, and then within them, I don't know if we have some. And then so we have other folders, and again, within them, some information. I don't think you want to go out crazy. But enough that makes sense. It's still easy to find information. Is that helpful? Apologies if I'm not 1,000% here, folks. But yeah, that's how I get. Yeah. Oh, I guess I could have showed my personal one and my work one. It's a little different. So yeah, again, you have your folder, and then, so this is a good one. So then we have agendas, and then we break it down by year. And then there they all are. So again, this kind of hierarchy of what's logical for your brain.
Yes, Google Drive.
Yes.
What is that?
It is like a cloud file storage, right? So, so it's like a drive where you can store any type of file. So images, photos, documents.
Is that part of Chrome, or do you have to download it, get it separately? Is it an app?
It is an app. It comes with Google Workspace.
Works.
Yeah, do you use Gmail? Do you have a Gmail?
I have Gmail.
Yep, so then you would
You
be
would
able to
have
use it.
a drive as well.
Yep, and I think it's 15 gigs is like the free
Yeah.
amount they give you to start
Yeah.
with.
Oh, yeah. Because it shows you right there how much I'm using and how much is free.
So if I can go into Gmail, like show them how to get there, that might be an easy way.
So, Gmail. So I'm in my Gmail, and then I go up to the Google Apps. Can you see it? Or is it covered? Okay. So it's like the little number pad. it's a Google Apps, and then these are all of them, and so you would go to Drive. And that would lead you, this is my personal Drive, so, yeah. And again, I'll show you how much you're using. Don't get more storage. Just trying to get your money. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start closing things down. I have a lot of windows open that get you as well. Any other questions? Oh, I didn't even see 30 on the chat audio. Oh, was it? Sorry, I'm opening the chat. Oh, how do you even set up a folder? Oh, do I need to show that or was that good?
I sent Teresa and everyone else could probably see too, like for Max, like a help guide with screenshots.
Okay.
I mean, if you want, I guess demo on your desktop, how to, if people had a PC, how to make a folder.
Oh, yeah. Boy. We're making a folder on here. So look at that. Yikes. New.
Can you show me
Folder. And I can create something just in here.
No,
I create one spreadsheet. And then I have, if we all see the X means it's Excel, which is a spreadsheet. So then you can just drag and drop. Drag and drop.
It's not the action.
So. Thank you for helping me clean up my desktop.
We do have another question.
Yes.
How do you move something from Gmail into Google Drive? And then which is better, Dropbox or Google Drive?
I do not endorse one over the other. So it's whatever is the easiest and best for you. I use both. Yes. But it's a personal preference. I mean, I'm more familiar with Gmail because I use it both professionally and personally. And then Dropbox, I use it professionally. And I like a lot of those features for professional reasons. I have to go to my personal. Okay, so I'm gonna take something out of Gmail and put it in my drive. I've never done that, but let's see. Maybe if I go to something, it's maybe not later. Meg, have you ever moved something?
I mean, attachments for, I don't know if that's what the question was versus moving an actual email, but you can easily move attachments into Drive.
Yeah, I've never tried to because
If you go to like any email that has an attachment,
what is this? Yeah, and then what make you? So my mom. Oh, and then I put it here. So if we open it,
yeah.
we'll get the little kind of triangle with the plus, and then that will be in my drive. Now, I don't need to. Oh, okay. But I don't think the email necessarily. The email will be a little different because I never. Oh, it'd probably be a print all and then PDF to it, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the bar is in my high floating controls. Unless archive. Yeah, so what I would do if I want to save this email, I go to print, or a pop-up blocker. How do I, oh, there we go. So if there's a pop-up blocker, it'll look like that. And I will say, right now, I'm always going to allow. And so if I want to print And then I can save it as a PDF. It will be in your downloads, or this is tricky. I don't know if this is probably a work thing, but it'll save there. I'm gonna save it to my desktop. There, it's there, and then I'm gonna go to my Google Drive. And I'm gonna go to new, and I'm gonna do file upload. And where did I save it? I saved it at my desktop. Do we remember what we called it? If not, it'll be under.
I think it's quote to start the day.
Is it on here?
Yeah,
Wait,
it's the
oh,
most recent one.
there we go. Thank you. And then we open, and then it's uploaded. And there it is. That's it. It is.
Oh, I was whispering.
No, it is. And they're, yeah.
See, the attachment part is much more seamless. Like for something like that, you might be just as well served to like just move the email into like a label. I don't know if people use labels, but on the side there, storing the email there would probably better serve you than going through those steps. If there's an attachment though, that's very seamless in terms of adding
Yeah.
that, but doing the actual email itself, converting it to a file, that's where the
Yeah.
extra steps come in.
I have another question about archiving.
Oh, archiving. Yes.
Where is it?
So it's again, it's going to be like a little. I see this spot. I guess what we can do is try to archive something and then see where it goes. So I use it so frequently. Just
Does it go in all mail?
I don't even see an archive option. Anyone else?
Yeah, there is an archive option, but where it goes is a great question.
Yeah, I don't.
You might need to be in the regular inbox.
Oh.
I might be wrong about that.
Oh, because I'm under a label.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh. So, where do you go, buddy? Oh, dear. I should have prepared myself, done a better tutorial on Gmail. This is interesting. I knew it. Mike, are you aware? Where?
It looks like on the Gmail help, it goes in all mail.
Yeah.
There's on the side there should be something
Well, that-
eventually it says all mail.
Oh, that's just everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just everything. It says it sticks it in there.
Oh, well, that's more reason not to use it.
Exactly.
It's
It's just 40,000 in my whole mail.
it just pulls it out of the inbox. Yeah, it's not
That's
useful
any
beyond that.
inbox or tag or folder you got going, it's all in there.
Oh, fascinating. Another reason not to use it.
Yes.
At least on Gmail, because yikes. And that's why we use labels or we download the attachments. Okay. Yeah. Anything else?
Well, thank you,
Oh,
Brian.
so one more thing. Look at your, we click on our storage, and this is in Gmail or Google again, but it will show you. Excuse me. So it'll show you what. So most of mine is Google Drive, but then there's my Gmail, and this is my Google Photos, which I don't have a lot because but so you can go through this, and I'll show you, the biggest hitters, right? The movie that makes sense, right? So it's a good way to kind of get an understanding of where it is, and you can filter right down modified. So modified sometimes is great. Like obviously, if you haven't modified it, which usually means if you haven't touched it, opened it, done anything to it, it's a good thing. You could probably delete all that, right? And the source. Oh, cool. Thank you. Anyway, so just I think before you start, I think paying for storage, look and see, look at what you currently have, how much is used and where it's used, and then start deleting. Like most of mine is Gmail, and we all know I have like 40,000 I can easily delete, as we all see. So again, do as I say, not as I do. I don't know what the cleanup space would do. Not there yet, because again, but again, avoid that. So yeah, always. And again, you can do that on your iPhone as well. Look at your iPhone data storage, do the same. Like it has the same bar and filter. I'm sure that's on Android as well. I'm just not an Android person, so
So we don't know what cleanup space does, is it explode something?
potentially.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Probably similar to like Microsoft's disk cleanup thing, to recall. Like,
Nope.
it's old, but yeah, I think it would like
Yeah.
probably prepare things for you that you can then choose to delete. Just click it. Give it a good.
Brain.
Doomsday zone.
Okay, so I clicked on it.
Okay.
It's trying to sell me more.
Yeah, there you go. Suggestions down below,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's helpful. Spam emails and trash, right? Because trash doesn't mean it's always in the trash. Okay. I don't. Let's see what this. We're all learning. Oh, not now. So they're really what?
This is how I had a patron once who was going through, I was helping them go through their email, and they were being so good about like getting rid of like the stuff they didn't read anymore, unsubscribing, and they're still at like 90% storage, like please buy more. And we knew they didn't need to really buy more. And it turned out we used this, and that's how we found out he had a 4 GB video.
Yeah.
It was a video he had like thought was only supposed to be a minute or two long, and he didn't actually hit stop. And so it went on for hours and hours, and that's why it was a 4 GB video that was like it needs to stuff his phone in his pocket, basically.
Right. Oh my god.
So this is a great way to find that like thing that might be driving you nuts about. Like once we found it was like, oh, this is the answer to all our issues.
That is all right. We all learn to take the sweat away. Not now.
And like similarly, that could be on your phone too.
Right,
yeah.
It could be that same
Right.
video.
Like you could find it in iCloud, yeah, you have that giant video, or you have 3 copies of it, right? And you don't need 3 copies.
No, exactly.
So I think Google and Apple both now have a duplicates feature. It will show you, I think, the ones that thinks that they're duplicates, and then you can choose to delete one or merge them together in one file.
Good one. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Duplicates, so once upon a time, I tried to delete, I don't know, when I got my new phone, they uploaded everything and they put 2 photos in of like 5 years of photos, so then I tried to delete them, but I apparently deleted the actual one on my phone instead of the one from iCloud. And so I lost it completely. Like, one is the real photo you take and it's stored here, and the other one is the cloud duplicate. And you have to be careful about which one you delete. And I've forgotten how to do that. So they still sit there. I worked on it for about a month, and then I gave up, and then.
Yeah, I'm not 100% with the iCloud and the photo storage.
Anyway, I'll call Apple tomorrow. I think they helped me initially. But I was wondering if that duplicate feature would make it easier.
That it does, because I was looking at it recently on my own phone, and it will show you like the 2. Sometimes once in a while you'll realize like maybe someone's arm's slightly off, right? And they're not duplicates, right? But usually it will show you the ones side by side, and it will show you in the lower right hand corner, you'll see the file size. So that's one way you can tell like which, might be like your original, what might be like a copy of.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, like especially if like maybe, I don't know, like you took a picture and then maybe someone sent you the same picture, but it was like different resolution for some reason.
Oh,
But when you're in photos in Apple, if you scroll all the way down, I think it's like at the very bottom, with file types, and you can see all your videos, all your live photos and stuff, there's one that says, an option that says duplicates. And that's where you can see all your duplicates,
oh, okay.
and
thank
then
you.
decide which one do you wanna keep or not keep.
All right, thank you.
Or get rid of them all, I don't care. Live your life, live your life. Okay. Well, thank you, bye.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks, friends.